Yes, some people make mistakes, but most people make a lot of mistakes. And when that happens, when we make mistakes, most of the time, we blame other people. Kung sino-sino yung sinisisi natin, bakit tayo nagkamali. Kasalanan ng gobyerno, bakit tayo mahirap. Kasalanan ng parents ko, bakit hindi ko nakuha yung course na gusto ko. Kasalanan ng parents ko, bakit hindi ko magawa yung career na gusto ko. It's other people's fault. Kasalanan lagi ng ibang tao kung ano man yung nangyayari sa'yo. And yes, when we make mistakes, we carry a lot of anger. Galit tayo lagi. Galit tayo sa mundo. Galit tayo sa mga tropa natin, sa mga kaibigan natin, minsan sa mga mahal pa natin sa buhay, kasi nga nagkamali tayo o sila yung nagkamali. Or maybe, you feel guilty. You have guilt in you. Why? Kasi minsan pag nagkamali tayo ng desisyon, naghahanap tayo ng kakampi. We want sympathy, empathy from other people. The problem is, yung ibang tao, imbes na pakinggan ka, sisisihin ka pa. Either lalo ka nilang gagalitin, or kasama mo silang naninisi ng ibang tao sa maling desisyon mo, or ikaw yung sisisihin nila, so now you feel guilty for the bad decision. Kasi nga ang ginagawa natin, instead na magbago, maninisi at magkikwento. And worst, you will feel shame. And that's the main reason why we carry a lot of bags with us. Ang bigat-bigat ng dala-dala natin araw-araw. And when we make decisions based on these patterns, when you make decisions carrying all these bags, you will make more and more mistakes, which will lead to more blame, anger, guilt issues, and shame. And this is the formula for self-sabotage. And I'm here to tell you that I'm an expert around this. Not because I didn't make mistakes, but because I make a lot of mistakes. I became who I am right now. I built my brands, helped tons of people, changed their lives for the better. I was able to generate billions of sales in my companies and in my students' business as well. And I did all that not because magaling ako, not because sobrang lupit ko, but because I made a lot of mistakes and I learned from it. So let's talk about the 7 master steps to turn your guilt into power. Let's start with number 1, acceptance and accountability. Now here's the catch. If we are making mistakes, our goal is to change. Sabi nga ni Jim Rohn, di ba? For things to change, you have to change. Para magbago yung external factors ng buhay mo, kailangan ikaw mismo yung magbago. As within, so without. Para magbago yung labas, babaguhin mo muna yung sarili mo. Para magbago yung trato sa'yo ng ibang tao, babaguhin mo muna yung trato mo sa sarili mo. But the thing is, you can only change if you accept that there's something that needs to change. Kailangan muna ng acceptance. Magbabago lang tayo kapag willing tayong magbago at pag alam natin na meron tayong dapat baguhin. And if you keep blaming other people for your mistakes, you will be stuck. Hindi ka makakaalis dyan. So what we need is to accept first. Bago magbago, kailangan i-accept muna natin na may pagkakamali tayo. Because look, that the first step in solving a problem is recognizing that there is one. And maybe you are one. Kasi kung paulit-ulit yung pagkakamali mo, may mali sa'yo internally. Baka may mali sa paniniwala natin. Baka may judgment tayo sa ibang tao o sa sarili natin. Baka meron tayong past trauma na hanggang ngayon hindi pa tayo nakaka-move forward. And most of the time, we just carry a lot of bags. Ang dami nating bit-bit. Kasi nga halos lahat ng nangyayaring masama sa atin, sinisisi natin sa ibang tao. At kapag may magandang nangyayari sa atin, we don't give credit to other people. We want credit, we wanna look good, we wanna look smart, we wanna look pogi, we wanna look pretty, we wanna be happy, but we don't give credit to those people who made us happy, who made us feel appreciated. Hindi tayo marunong mag-appreciate ng mga tao, pero pag may nangyaring masama sa atin, naninisi tayo. And this is a subconscious pattern happening in most of us. Kaya nga kailangan muna nating i-accept na may mali sa atin. Let me share with you a story. May isang hari, and this king is actually really smart, patient, excellent, magaling na leader siya. Okay? So ngayon, itong hari, naisipan niya mag-travel. Kasi mahilig siya mag-travel eh. Sakay ng puting kabayo. So ngayon, sumakay na siya ng puting kabayo niya at pumunta siya ng Tagaytay para lang magkape. Okay? Hindi niya alam, meron palang monster na nakaabang. Okay? Merong monster. Ano ang drawing ng monster? Abang monster, guys. Monster yan. Ngipin yan ha, ngipin. Okay? So merong monster. So syempre, si monster gusto niyang makapasok sa palasyo. Sakto, wala yung hari. Wala yung wise king. So ngayon, kumatok siya. May lumabas na palace guards. Sabi sa kanya nung guards, "Oh, halimaw, ang pangit-pangit mo, ang baho-baho mo, hindi ka bagay dito. Shoo, go away." For every word of unkindness, negativity, and pushing away, the monster grew bigger and bigger. So the more na nare-reject mo si halimaw, si monster, the more na lumalaki siya. At lumalakas siya. So ngayon, lumakas na siya, madali na siya nakapasok sa palasyo. Of course, what do you expect inside? More palace guards. So same scenario, sabi ng mga guards, "Oh, halimaw, ang baho mo, ang pangit mo, hindi ka bagay dito. Shoo, go away." Again, for every word of unkindness, negativity, and pushing away, the monster grew bigger and bigger and stronger. Hanggang sa nasakop na niya yung buong palasyo. Buti na lang, si Wise King may loyal servant. Ang pangalan niya si Alvin. So ngayon, nakasilip lang si Alvin. Nagtatago siya sa workbook. Alam ng hari yung gagawin dito. Kailangan ko siyang puntahan sa Tagaytay. So ngayon, pinuntahan ni Alvin si mahal na hari sa Tagaytay. Pagdating niya, "Boss, mahal na hari, may problema tayo. Nasakop na ng halimaw yung palasyo mo." Ginawa lang ng hari, huminga ng malalim. Okay, sige, kausapin natin. Pagdating ng hari, kinausap agad niya si monster. Sabi ng hari, "Oh, parang halimaw, andito ka pala. Kung sinabi mo sanang pupunta ka, sana nakapag-prepare pa ako ng pagkain." For every word of kindness, positivity, and acceptance, the monster grew smaller and smaller. Eh di maliit na ulit yung halimaw. Sabi ng hari, "Pare, parang kulang tayo sa ligo ah. Ivan, Ruel, i-ready mo nga yung gintong bathtub natin dyan. Borge, i-ready mo nga yung mga pabango natin dyan. No? I-ready mo yung Blue de Chanel, Sauvage Elixir. I-ready mo na rin yung Aventus Creed, saka yung Angel Share. For every word of kindness, positivity, and acceptance, the monster grew smaller and smaller." At nung sobrang liit na niya, sabi ng mahal na hari, "Pare, welcome ka sa palasyo ko anytime you want." At nawala yung halimaw. What's the moral of the story? Kailangan nyong magpabango. Char. So the moral of the story is, the mistakes is the monster. And we all have monsters inside of us. Lahat tayo may nagagawang mali. We all make a lot of mistakes. But the problem is, we reject the mistakes. Hindi natin matanggap na tayo yung nagkamali. Hindi natin matanggap na may mali sa atin. Hindi natin matanggap yung maling decisions natin. Kaya lalong lumalaki. Because the more that we reject the mistakes, the more that we are not taking accountability from our mistakes, it will grow bigger and bigger. We will make more and more mistakes. Kasi kung nagkakamali ka, ngayon mo mas kailangan ng appreciation. Pero hindi galing sa ibang tao. Galing sa sarili mo. Kung marami kang nagawang mali, ngayon mo kailangan ng respeto at pagmamahal. Pero not from other people, from yourself. But you can only love yourself if you can accept that you are not perfect. Magsisimula ang totoong pagmamahal kapag kaya mo nang i-accept na teka, nagkamali ka. Nagkamali ako. And now I'm taking accountability. I will change for the better. So if we can accept our mistakes and be accountable, dyan magsisimulang ma-break yung patterns. Kaya nga again, before we can change, kailangan na acceptance and accountability. It's ownership. If you are in a job, in a career na hindi mo gusto, kasalanan ba namin? Is it my fault? Is it your parents' fault? At the end of the day, ikaw yung gumawa. At the end of the day, ikaw yung nag-apply ng trabaho dyan. Kahit hindi mo gusto. Ito worse, alam mo na nga hindi mo gusto. Ginawa mo pa rin. At hindi mo pinaglaban yung gusto mo. If you are in a toxic relationship, sino may kasalanan? Kasalanan ba namin? Ikaw yung nanligaw dyan? Ikaw yung nagpaligaw dyan? Gumawa ba kami ng video tapos sabi namin sa'yo, teka lang, bago ka mag-scroll, yung una mong makikita, i-chat mo, sabihin mo I love you. May ginawa ba kaming ganung video? Wala! Whatever is happening in your life right now, kasalanan mo. Pero ito yung good news. All the good things that will happen next when you change, kasalanan mo rin. Pag yumaman ka, kasalanan mo. Makulit ka eh. Pinagpilitan mo yung gusto mo eh. Pag naging successful ka sa ginagawa mo, kasalanan mo. Makulit ka eh. Pinaglaban mo eh. Kahit paulit-ulit sinasabi ng parents mo, ng ibang tao na huwag ka nang tumuloy sa pagnenegosyo, huwag ka nang tumuloy sa career na yan. Naniwala ka sa sarili mo eh. So kasalanan mo. Pag nagkakotse ka, nagkaroon ka ng magandang buhay, kapag yumaman ka, kasalanan mo. Ang tawag dyan, accountability. Ang tawag dyan, acceptance. Ang tawag dyan, extreme ownership. Number 2, recognize the patterns. And it's a powerful skill in success blueprint. Now, ano yung tsura nun? If we make mistakes, since we accept that we made a mistake, since we are accountable, we are not blaming other people anymore. We don't have anger, we don't have guilt or shame. We are releasing the bags. Because we accept, ready na tayong magbago, di ba? But the thing is, we are not perfect. We have patterns, guys. Kahit may acceptance, kahit may accountability, kahit gusto mo nang magbago, there's a huge chance that you will still make mistakes. Because making mistakes can be a pattern. So, ibig sabihin, instead na manisi ka sa ibang tao, i-accept mo, and then, since may acceptance na tayo, you can then recognize the patterns and ask yourself, where is it coming from? Saan galing yung decisions natin? Saan galing yung mistakes? Bakit tayo pa ulit-ulit nagkakamali? Are we coming from the past? Is it a past trauma na hanggang ngayon di natin malimutan? Hanggang ngayon hawak-hawak natin? Kaya may patterns tayo around it? Is it fear? Dahil natatakot tayo subconsciously, nasasabotahin natin yung magagandang bagay sa buhay natin. Is it a wrong belief? Yes, and the thing is, kung saan man tayo nagkakamali, remember that results won't lie. Meaning, if you keep losing money, you have a problem with your money beliefs. Or maybe you have fear around money, or how to handle money. Or maybe you have past issues around money. Baka nag-away kayo ni pera, at hanggang ngayon, hindi mo pa siya napapatawad. So hanggang ngayon, hindi ka nilalapitan ni pera. And the worst is, we have a poor self-image. Kaya tayo nagkakamali ng decisions, mababa kasi yung tingin natin sa sarili natin. I'm gonna give you an example. If in the past, hindi ka marunong mag-receive ng love, pwedeng ginalingan mo sa school, ginalingan mo sa academics, ginalingan mo sa sports, ang dami mong medals. It so happen na yung parents mo nasa abroad, or your parents are divorced, lagi silang nag-aaway, hindi sila magkasundo. Or just like me, maybe you grew up from a broken family, so you have past issues. Feeling mo hindi ka mahal, ginalingan mo naman, tinodo mo naman, but since our parents didn't show up, especially sa mga bagay na meaningful sa atin, feeling natin hindi tayo mahal. And because of that, it feels like we don't deserve love, that we are not worthy. Ano mangyayari? We will make mistakes. Sasadyain natin, di ba? Magkakating classes tayo, mag-iinom tayo, magre-rebelde tayo. Because we all thought that when we do bad things towards ourselves, masasaktan natin yung magulang natin. So para saktan natin yung mga mahal natin, sino sinasaktan natin? Sarili natin. And that's self-sabotage. And that's a huge mistake. And we know that. Kaya lang because of that, maninisi ka na nga. Diba? Magagalit ka na nga. Pwedeng magalit ka sa sarili mo, sa ibang tao. Tapos magigilty ka sa ginawa mo. Kasi alam mong mali yung ginawa mo. Sinadya mo ang gumawa ng mali. And then you will feel shame. You will have more fear. You will make more mistakes. And yes, we are trying to break the cycle, guys, no? But since this is a cycle, this is a pattern, so what we can do, the best we can do now is to recognize the patterns. Okay, dito pala siya galing. Kaya pala ako nagkakamali lagi sa relationship, sa business relationships. Kaya pala ako laging nagkakamali sa mga taong pagtitiwalaan kasi hindi ko alam kung kanino ako magtitiwala. Kasi baka wala akong tiwala sa sarili ko. Kaya pala hindi ko mahanap yung love. Kasi hindi ako marunong mag-receive ng love. Kaya hinahanap ko siya sa ibang tao at sa maling tao. So you have to recognize those patterns. Kung na-experience mo to, feeling mo hindi mo deserve ng love, pag andyan na yung true love, nire-reject mo. And then you will realize that you made a mistake. And after that, what will happen? Again, blame, anger, guilt, and shame. Yan ang nagpapabigat sa buhay natin, yung mga bugs na yan. So ano gagawin natin? You have to break the patterns. So once you are able to recognize the patterns, break the patterns. So dapat pala yung number 2, recognize and break the patterns. But yeah, you have to understand where is it coming from. Kasi lahat ng decisions natin, tandaan mo to, lahat ng decisions natin, lahat ng choices natin, may pinanggagalingan. It can be coming from the past, a past experience that we want to experience again. It can be both negative or positive, because the idea is, we want to experience the things that are familiar to us, even if it's failure, even if it's self-sabotage, even if it's bad, even if it doesn't feel good. Kung sanay tayo sa drama, pipiliin natin yung drama. Or we can choose to anchor our decisions on the future that we want. Pwede mong piliing i-anchor yung decisions mo, not from the past, but from the future. Ano ba yung gusto mong mangyari? What's the vision? What's the goal? What do you want? So that you can bring that future feeling and mindset and beliefs and self-image or identity in the now. You have to bring that in the present moment. And that's number 3. Define the new standard. So, ibig sabihin, kung ito ako dati, ito na ako ngayon. What's the new standard for yourself? Yung buhay na meron tayo ngayon, nakadepende sa standards natin. Since alam na natin, saan galing? Pwedeng ang paniniwala mo, I don't deserve it. Pwedeng ang paniniwala mo, I can't. Or pwedeng I don't have time. Or pwedeng I am not good enough. Or pwedeng I am unworthy. Or maybe because of guilt, I'm bad. Parang ang sama-sama mong tao. Especially if you are in a negative community. Pag nakagawa ka ng mali, lalo ka nilang ida-down. Lalo ka nilang ilalaglag. Okay? If this will continue to happen, kung paulit-ulit kang babalik sa paniniwalang ito, if you keep telling yourself that you can't, that you're not good enough, that you're a bad person, that you don't have time, you don't have the money, you don't have the skills, you don't have whatever it takes, whatever bullshit you keep telling yourself will become the standards. Okay? So this will still be based on your patterns. And in self-mastery, we call it the pattern of language. Kung ano yung paulit-ulit mong sinasabi sa sarili mo na lengguwahe, yan ang magbibigay sa'yo ng dalawang bagay. Beliefs and meaning. So kung paulit-ulit mong sinasabi sa sarili mo, hindi mo kaya, masama kang tao, guilty ka nga kasi, what will happen? You will just feel bad about yourself. And if you do this over and over a period of time, which I'm sure nangyayari sa'yo, and if you're still watching this video, for sure nangyayari siya sa'yo. Kaya nga paulit-ulit yung pagkakamali natin kasi nga paulit-ulit nating ginagawa. Paulit-ulit nating sinasabi. Lahat paulit-ulit. So ano yung dapat nating gawin? Again, you have to set a new standard. So from I can to I will. From I don't have time to I will make time. From I'm not good enough to I'm great. I'm good enough. Or maybe I'm enough. From I'm unworthy to I'm worthy. I'm worthy of love, abundance. Because if you will build a new standard based on a new language, dyan mabibuild yung bagong meaning ng buhay mo. Dyan mabibuild yung bagong belief systems. So kailangan mong itaas at i-define yung bagong standard. Na kung dati paulit-ulit yung pagkakamali, tapos maninisi ka ng ibang tao, simula ngayon accountable ka na, iba ka na. This is who I am now. That after making a mistake, I will move forward. I will learn from it. I will accept myself. Your mistakes doesn't define you. It's what you do after that. What do you do after making the mistake? What do you do after making a bad decision? What do you do when you're hurt? Or when people are trying to hurt you? Whatever you do after will define your standards. So kailangan mo itaas yung standard mo. Kailangan mong piliin. Kasi alam mo nang mali ka. Naiintindihan mo na rin saan galing. So ngayon, ano na yung future na gusto mo? Gusto mo ba paulit-ulit ka magkakamali pa rin? Because think about it. Let's just say you are not willing to change. Wala kang pagkakamali. Napaka-perpekto mong tao. And you are not willing to change. And be honest with yourself. Are you happy with who you are? Are you happy with the results that you have right now? Are you happy with what you have? Be honest. Because look, kung wala kang babaguhin sa sarili mo, 5 years from now, the best that can happen to you is you will have the same life, same results, but you are 5 years older. Because the worst is, you can be in a negative situation. The possibilities are endless. You can make more and more mistakes. You can sabotage your life more and more kung hindi ka magbabago. And I want you to visualize a life that you want. See it in your mind's eye. Yung buhay na gusto mo. Yung buhay na alam mong deserve mo. It can be wealth. It can be the abundance of money. It can be your dream car, your dream house, with your family. It can be the abundance of joy and happiness. Maybe you feel more guided. Maybe this time you feel more connected to God, to our Creator. How about a better relationship with your family or your loved ones? See yourself being more confident, spreading love and receiving love. See yourself achieving milestones. Maybe helping other people in the process. Nakakatulong ka na sa sarili mo, sa mga mahal mo sa buhay, sa ibang tao. Maybe a businessman, an entrepreneur who creates more and more opportunities for other people. Visualize that life. Hold that in your mind's eye and remember the feeling. What do you feel now? I want you to create a standard based on the vision that you have. Base sa gusto mong mangyari. So itong future na nakikita mo, sino ka na doon? How will you show up? What do you do when you make mistakes? Of course, you're gonna accept, recognize the patterns, and break the patterns. Because you now have a new standard. That you deserve a better life. That you deserve a better future. That you deserve to be happy. Number 4, decide. So malinaw na sa'yo yung future na gusto mo. Malinaw na sa'yo yung vision mo. You have to make a decision now that you will do whatever it takes to change. You will do whatever it takes to achieve what you want. You will do whatever it takes to break the patterns. You have to make a firm decision that you will release the bags. Okay? Or that you will not blame other people anymore. That you will not carry a lot of anger because it's not worth it. That you will not feel guilty anymore. Because you accept that you make mistakes. And it's not about feeling shame. It's about taking accountability and learning from the mistakes. You now have a decision, a firm decision na magbabago na ako. Na enough is enough, ayoko na ng ganitong buhay. Enough is enough, ayoko na ng naninisi ng ibang tao. Ayoko na paulit-ulit ko na lang sinisisi yung sarili ko sa pagkakamali ko. Ayoko na yung paulit-ulit na lang na nagigilty ako sa mga bagay na teka may mali din naman sila. Na teka hindi lang naman ako yung nagkakamali. I wanna reach my next level success. I want to change my life. Because again, you have a vision. Hold it in your mind's eye. Remember the feeling. Diba that's what we want? We want to achieve our goals and dreams for our family, for ourselves. We wanna be confident. We just have to make the decision. And number 5, massive action plus consistency. Now, since you are now decided to change your life for the better, you just have to take massive action. I'm not talking about just action, actionan mo lang. No, I'm talking about massive action because again, we want to shift. We want radical change because that's the best way to break the patterns. you might want to make radical changes in your mind, heart, and body. Let me explain. So let's just say this is you. So you have a mind. Sana may mind kayo, no? You have a heart. Joke lang, guys. You have a body, okay? So it's your thoughts, emotions, and actions. So the purpose of the master steps is to create alignment. Because the main reason why we make tons of mistakes is our minds are not connected to our heart. So sometimes gustong-gusto naman nating magbago, pero yung puso natin, again, hindi natin tanggap na worthy tayo magbago. Na magaling tayo, that we're good enough to change. And since hindi aligned yung mind and heart mo, yung katawan mo hindi alam yung gagawin. So since hindi alam ng katawan yung gagawin, magkakamali. Tapos mag-iisip yung utak ng negative, yung heart makakaramdam ng negative. Ngayon, align ka sa paggawa ng mistakes. Align ka ngayon sa pagkakamali. Kaya nga pag nahulog ka sa pattern na to, parang mas madaling magkamali kaysa gumawa ng tama. Kasi may resistance na yung utak, puso at katawan mo in terms of making the right decision because you don't know how to do that anymore. That's the problem here. So the purpose of acceptance and accountability is opening your heart to pain. Kasi most of the time, magbabago lang tayo kapag sobrang sakit na. But the thing is, you're also opening your heart to pleasure, to the possibility na teka, when I accept the mistake, I can also accept love and appreciation. Kasi hanggat hindi mo binubuksan yung puso mo, hindi mo kayang mahalin yung sarili mo. So that's the purpose of acceptance. It's aligning the mind and heart na teka, mali tayo. Kasi kahit sinasabi ng utak, mali siya. Sinasabi ng heart, hindi nga ang sakit nga mali nga tayo So kailangan maging aligned na kahit kasalanan ng iba, may ginawa silang mali sa atin, at some point, part tayo nun. Kasi kaya tayo nasaktan, andun tayo. Nilagay natin yung sarili natin sa sitwasyon na yan. Now, recognizing the patterns is aligning the mind and heart as well. And then breaking those patterns. Okay, so pag nahanap mo na, dito nang gagaling sa emotion. Dito nang gagaling sa overthinking. Now you can break those patterns. Defining the new standards is opening your heart to the possibility. Na teka, kapag hindi ko ganalingan, ito yung mangyayari sa akin. Alam ng utak mo yan, na kapag hindi ka nagbago 5 years from now, your life can be worse. But when you change for the better, you will have your goals. You will achieve your goals and dreams. You will reach your vision, your destination. You will have the life that you want. So it's more on clarity with your mind na teka, pag ginawa ko to, ito yung resulta kasi naranasan ko na. Pero pag nagbago ako, obviously makukuha ko yung resulta na gustong gusto kong ma-experience. So defining the new standards opens your heart to it, to all the possibilities. Prepared ka sa pain at ready ka sa pleasure. And when you decide, especially when you make a firm decision, an internal decision, that I will change, ano na kailangan? You have to get things done. You have to take massive action consistently. So yung action na gagawin natin, related sa bagong standard. And the new standard again, just a reminder for you, the new standard means what you want, who you want to become, and why. It's like, I want a better life. I want to become a millionaire. Ano na yung ugali mo doon? How will you show up? Ano na yung attitude mo, mindset mo, emotions mo? And para kanino? Para saan? And most importantly, when you answer the question why, it can be, you want to avoid the pain na naranasan mo na kasi nga paulit-ulit na tayong nagkamali. And the purpose of the consistency is to build a new self-image, okay? Because if you work hard consistently, long enough, big enough to make the mistakes and change right away. Because when you take massive action and you are consistent, what we wanna do is to collect evidences, okay? We have to collect evidences that we can. na kaya nating magbago, na pwede tayong magbago. You have to collect evidences na teka, nagbabago ka na. Because again, it's easier to go back to the old patterns. It will be easier to make the mistakes over and over again. Kasi nga, sanay na tayo dun eh. Sanay tayo sa feeling, sanay tayo sa thought pattern, sanay tayo sa language pattern. And binabago nga natin yung patterns, di ba? We are trying to break those patterns. Over a period of time, you want to collect evidences. Na teka, nagawa ko to, natapos ko to. Hindi na ako naninisi, hindi na ako laging galit. Teka, nawawala na yung guilt, wala na yung shame. Kasi tinanggap ko na yung sarili ko. Because taking action consistently will lead to number 6. Love yourself. Because the best love story is when you fall in love with yourself. Loving yourself means one, you will forgive. You start with forgiveness. Kung ikaw yung nagawa ng mali, you have to forgive. And it doesn't matter ano yung iniisip nila, ano yung iniisip ng ibang tao. Because let's be real. If you feel like you're the victim right now, sa ibang tao, tandaan mo na sa iba, baka biktima rin sila. Baka meron silang ibang pinanggagalingan. And everyone can play the victim. Everyone can fake a story. Pero ang hindi mo mapepeke, yung sasabihin ng tao sa salamin. Kasi alam mo sa sarili mo yung totoo. Alam mo sa sarili mo yung naramdaman mo. So regardless of the truth, if you feel that you are the victim, kung feeling mo kawawang-kawawa ka doon sa nangyari, you have to forgive other people. Ang mahirap sa atin, we put a lot of conditions sa forgiveness na kailangan mag-suffer siya. Na kailangan may mangyaring masama sa kanya. Paano pag namatay yung tao? Mapapatawad mo ba? Will that make you feel good about yourself? Kung mamamatay yung tao? Kung may mangyayaring masama doon sa tao? Kasi if you won't change internally, at naninisi ka pa rin, may hawak ka pa ring bags, kasi nga hindi mo pa rin minamahal yung sarili mo. If you won't change, tandaan mo to, kahit mawala yung tao, kahit mamatay yung taong sinisisi mo, makakahanap ka ng mga taong sisisihin. Because forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness will release you from it. Kasi hanggat hindi ka nagpapatawad, nakatali ka dun sa taong gumawa sa'yo ng masama. Kung totoong may ginawang masama sa'yo, nagawan ka na nga ng masama, nasaktan ka na nga, hanggang ngayon sinasaktan mo pa rin yung sarili mo. When you forgive the other person, you are releasing yourself from the pain. Para finally, hindi ka na nasasaktan kasi nga napatawad mo na siya. So it will release the heaviness on your side. And maybe, alam mo sa sarili mo na nagkamali ka din. That is why you also have to forgive yourself. That's self-love. Kaya most of the time, yung mga bata, pag lagi nating pinapagalitan ng walang forgiveness, ng walang love, hindi sila nagbabago, di ba? Ang nabibuild takot, ang nabibuild pain. Pero ang bata, bigyan mo ng space, mahalin mo, ipaintindi mo sa kanya yung pagkakamali niya. Pwede siyang masaktan, pwede mo siyang pagalitan, pero dapat may forgiveness, dapat may love. That you want that child to grow out of love, not out of hate, or blame, or anger. It should be coming from love. So you have to forgive yourself. At ang nangyayari kasi sa atin, and most of the time, we are just so hard on ourselves. Kasi nga baka sarili natin yung sinisisi natin. Or maybe from anger or guilt, di ba? If we still carry the bags, we will be hard on ourselves. Or, pwedeng binitawan mo na yung bags. Pwedeng binitawan mo na yung blame, anger, guilt, shame. Pero tandaan mo, yung bags, laging andyan yan. Okay? Magpapakita yan. So you have to love yourself para pag dumating sa point na bumabalik ka na sa old patterns, nagpapakita yung bags, you feel guilty again, bumabalik yung memory, bumabalik yung emotions. Instead of blaming yourself, instead of being hard on yourself, you will start loving yourself. It's like pag may mahal tayong tao, kapag kailangan nila tayo, we will be there for them. Minsan kahit tayo yung walang-wala, we will be there for them. Kahit sobrang busy ka, sobrang dami mong problema, sobrang dami mong pinagdadaanan, ang daming challenges, struggles, pag sila yung nangailangan, maglalaan ka talaga ng time. Wala kang budget, gagawan mo ng paraan. Kahit malayo, pupuntahan mo. Because you love the person. Aalamin mo yung mga bagay na ayaw niya para hindi mo gagawin. Aalamin mo yung mga bagay na gusto niya para maibigay mo sa kanya. Inaaral mo yung patterns niya, tinutulungan mo siyang ma-achieve yung goals niya. Kapag may nagagawa siyang maganda, tapos hard siya sa sarili niya, ano ginagawa mo? You are loving the person, right? You appreciate the person. You are kind to the person that you love. You keep telling them, deserve mo. Magaling ka, malupit ka. Don't be hard on yourself. You have to give yourself the credit. At dumadating sa point na diba, yung mga taong mahal natin, sila yung nagiging toxic. Sila yung laging nagagalit. Sila yung laging naninisi. What do? Diba you listen? Diba you hug them? You love them? Because you understand where they are coming from. Alam mo saan ang gagaling yung sinasabi nila na kahit sobrang toxic na sila, minamahal mo pa rin sila. The question is, if you can love other people that way, bakit hindi mo siya kayang ibigay sa sarili mo? That's self-love. For me, the highest form of self-love is discipline. Didisiplinahin mo yung sarili mo so that you can stay consistent in taking massive action. And as you take action at alam mong consistent ka to build the reps, especially you are collecting evidences, you also have to reward yourself. Kasi most of the time, hindi natin agad nakikita yung progress. So this will serve as an anchor when we change for the better. At para maging sustainable yung change, number 7 is design the environment. Because look, you have to stay away from people who keep bringing up your past mistakes as if you are not allowed to get better. Kailangan mong layuan yung mga tao na laging binabalik yung dating pagkakamali mo as if hindi ka pwedeng magbago. As if yun ka na habang buhay. As if napakasamang tao mo habang buhay. Because again, matitrigger ka, matitrigger yung emotions, matitrigger yung thought patterns, you will feel guilty again. Tapos syempre magre-rebat ka, maninisi ka na naman. Hindi kasi kasalanan nito, kasalanan ni ganito. And then you will go back to the old patterns of the old self. Babalik ka lang sa dati, kaya hindi ka makamove forward. Meaning, loving yourself is designing the environment so that you will be ready to change and change will be sustainable for you. That's the power of having a community. A community na hindi ka huhusgahan. A community na mamahalin ka. And the best community that I know of is the Success Blueprint community. When you get access to our courses, you are not paying for the course lang. Okay? You are paying for the whole success system. We have an online course that you can access anytime, wherever you want, however you want. This is the daily tools. At lahat ng tinuro ko sa inyo ngayon, galing dito. Okay? Galing sa Success Blueprint. And you will also get webinars and all the recordings of the webinars that we had. You get mastermind sessions, a coaching opportunity with me every month for 3 months. That's worth 75,000. And if you're lucky to get the one-time offer, makikita nyo yan sa website, sa description, sa comment section, you will get 1-year access sa mastermind sessions natin plus all the recordings. Pero sobrang liit lang ng babayaran nyo, guys. And the good news is we have the best design in terms of environment because we have the best community. Imagine nyo, nasa iba't ibang networking, iba't ibang industry, real estate, finance, may lawyer, may doktor, may mga negosyante. Guys, we have people all over the world from different industries in our community. And we support each other. We love each other. Yun yung power ng Success Blueprint. So designing the environment means na hindi mo ilalagay yung sarili mo sa alam mong mahihirapan ka magbago. One example, alam mo sa sarili mo na ang problema mo, nagsusugal ka. Huwag mong tropahin yung mga mahilig magsugal. Kasi nga nagtatry ka ng magbago. Kung gusto mong mamayat, iwasan mo yung mga tropa na sobrang hilig at lakas kumain na walang disiplina sa sarili. Walang masamang kumain ng masarap. But if you want to lose weight, if you want to be a little bit healthier, you have to choose. You have to design the environment and put yourself in a space that it's normal in the environment to work out. Normal yung proper nutrition. Normal yung pagkain ng whole foods. Kasi baliktad yung mangyayari. If you are in a community na mahilig sa junk foods, processed foods, sobrang lakas kumain, walang pakialam sa health. Pag binago mo yung diet mo, ikaw pa yung masama. Ikaw yung huhusgahan. Samantalang tama naman yung ginagawa mo. At ginagawa mo siya para sa sarili mo. You just wanna be healthy. You wanna live longer. You wanna be stronger. So, ang mangyayari, ibabalik ka nila sa blame and guilt. And that's the main reason why we make mistakes. Again, kung gusto mo yumaman, dapat meron kang community ng mga taong mayayaman or payaman. Mga taong gustong yumaman, gustong matuto, always hungry for growth, always hungry for more. Hindi naman kailangan mayaman lahat, pero kailangan yung community mo, Lahat sila gustong yumaman, gustong umasenso, gustong maging successful. And there's value in paid communities, guys. If you really want to change, and the cost of making mistakes on your side is so high, mura lang naman ang Success Blueprint, guys. Invest in yourself. Love yourself. Again, we have the best community. Pero para sa mga tao na sabihin na nating sagad na sagad, dapang-dapa, walang-wala talaga, we also have a free community which is Mastery University. It's free. Active din ako sa GC, sa community chats natin, sa Mastery University. Plus, meron tayong Power Talks. And it's also free. You can attend in person or you can attend the live streaming. How to get your free tickets will be in the comment section and in the description. Okay ba guys? Because I'm here to serve you. Now, if you are getting value from our videos, please let us know. Because the team appreciates your comments, your engagements. At kung sa tingin mo, itong video na to makakatulong sa mga taong kailangan ng magbago, itag mo sila. Sabihin mo, magbago ka na. Or isend mo na lang sa kanila yung link ng video. Because again, what we want is a better community. What we want is for us to change for the better. So yun lang guys, always remember that all I want is for you to become more successful and for you to reach the next level success. And as always, everything good starts with a yes. And yes, my name is MJ Lopez. And see you soon.